On day 11 of Occupy Wall Street, the number of protesters didn't appear to be growing, but their star power was.
I think that all change starts from the bottom up, and I think people have gotten tired of hearing the same little news quotes every day in and day out, and it's time for a new paradigm.
The protesters have descended on Lower Manhattan to express their outrage against the financial system they say is broken, but no one can agree on how to fix it.
Most people agree. You're right. The system isn't working for most average Americans. So that's what we want to focus on. What do we agree on? What do we as Americans agree on? What can we do about it?
Organizers say that lack of focus hasn't stopped the movement from growing, but it is fueling skepticism about their ultimate goal.
There are so many reforms Occupy Wall Street wants to see happen, and this sea of signs really gives you a good idea about how many different demands that they have.
It's usually summed up as social and economic reform.
But it's clearly a protest against corporate America and Wall Street, and yet it's a big corporation these protesters are relying on to get their message out.
You bought a computer from one of the most valuable companies in this country. Right. Apple, next to Exxon, right, is the most valuable company, so it sort of flies in the face of what you're sitting here for day after day.
I think that's a very good point, and it is true that this Mac is, represents the values that I'm not. What is the purple one? But I'm just one person, and 90% of my life is in the direction that I want to be.
One of hundreds who really believe in their cause, so much so they've traveled thousands of miles to be here.
It's a matter of working the same job for next to nothing for the rest of my life, or creating a system in which there is an opportunity for advancement.
Has your boss called you yet?
I called in. I told him there was a family emergency.
I think he's going to know this now.
I hope not.